Sunday, happy Sunday. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur. We are live on Muller Cake Radio, and we should be live on your radios as well. I can see a few people tuning in live on Instagram. I'm also going to go live onto my page quickly. I'm going to be joined by a special guest mumpreneur today as well. So I'm going to wait for her to join in. I'm going to try and go live double, guys. I'm going to try and go live on my one as well. So let's see how that works. It's not giving me the option, is it? I'm not even allowed to go live on my one.
What, on your personal?
Yeah, I'm trying to go live on my personal one to tell everyone to follow Muller Cake Radio. Strange. So if you're locked in on the radio, you can join us live on Muller Cake Radio on that page and ask us any questions that you need to ask. This is the last Sunday of the month. I have a really good mumpreneur coming to join us to talk to us all about her business, what she does, how it is mum life and business life, how she does that all at the same time. And yeah, so just waiting for her to send a little request to be in this video. Yeah, so shout out. Yeah. Okay guys, well I can't, oh hang on. Ah, we found a way. Okay, so I'm now going live on my own one as well. And on that one. So you can ask questions on either page. So I'm just wondering if she is able to join. Her name is Chantelle. Hey guys. Bye bye. He's got his little snacks here as well. So we're waiting for Ms Chantelle to join. Send us all, write in the comments below, how has your Sunday been? How's your week been so far? Let us know what you've been up to, what's been like the highlight of your month as well, because it seemed like just the other day that I did my start of the month show. Sorry for everyone on the camera below me. So I've got two cameras going here. Yeah, so this month's been a busy one, guys. It has been a busy one. Good evening. We're trying to literally stream from 2 lives right now, so that's what we're doing while I wait for my special guest. Hi Chantelle. So if you join the Muller Cake Radio page, I can get you in on that page. So everyone who is following on my live right now, head over to Muller Cake Radio and tune in. So tune in on Muller Cake Radio because I'm going to be moving over to that page right now. But good evening, happy Sunday, and I'm going to be joined by Ms Chantelle. So I'll see you on the other side, guys. Right, end video on that one. I think that worked. Let me see. Okay. We're just getting started, darling. Good evening to RC2K13, Matt, Ras Future. Hey, Ms Chantelle, we have you here. So I'm going to start again. So happy Sunday. Welcome to Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur show. You are watching Muller Cake Radio. I have a special guest here joining me, Ms Chantelle. Send a request to join, then we'll get you on. And shout out to TSA Studio, shout out to Muller Cake Radio, Muller Cake, Dexter Sims. I'm just getting my special guest to join me on today's show. So I hope you've all had a blessed week. Here we go. So this should connect now to go live. Guys, feel free to ask any questions as well. If you're watching live, send in any questions that you have, any comments. Hey!
Hey, hon.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How have you been?
I'm Good. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
This is Chantelle. We haven't spoken since like beginning of this year, have we?
At all. It's just been,
And
yeah.
February. That was for Amina's birthday. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'm going to introduce myself for anyone who's listening in for the first time. And then if you introduce yourself, say how you're a mompreneur, what you do, how many children you have, and then we'll get to our discussions. So anyone that's tuned in for the very first time, my name is Danielle Blenman. I'm a mum of 3. So I have 2 daughters aged 6 and 9, and a little boy who is 7 months. I run a dance company, a empowerment project, and I'm also a Herbalife nutrition coach. And this show came about from, it started off as a blog. Then I started blogging. So blogging, then blogging, and then I had the opportunity to create a radio show, to host my own radio show with Miller Cake Radio. So that's how this radio show came about. So I've been doing this now for a couple of months. It's something I'm going to continue. And yeah, guys, I think we just lost Chantelle, but she'll probably be back in a sec. Might be a bad connection. So yeah, when Chanel gets back, we'll hear all about her and what she does as a mompreneur. So yeah, guys, it just came about simply from blogging, and now hosting my own radio show. And this platform is for me to get mums on. They promote what they do. Get to follow their pages, see what they're about. We have little discussions every week. Every now and again, I get Ms TSA on as well because I'm at her studio every weekend. So yeah, guys, let me send Chantelle another request to see if she can rejoin us and tell us all about what she does. I think we just lost the connection there. So yeah. So basically, yeah. So with my dance company, it's been running for 16 years now, and with my empowerment project, it's been running for 6 years. I think I've been blogging for about just over a year with Secret Diary of Mumpreneur, haven't I? And then doing like motivational speaking and stuff for just over a year now. So obviously my other businesses had to kind of not go on hold, but go online. So I had to adapt and make it all online with the dance classes and with the empowerment. Let me tell her to try again. I know Chantelle is trying again to get in. So Chantelle is the founder of Bold Bells and Trade Dolls. So we were saying that we had seen each other last in February, and that was for my youngest daughter's birthday. Because I'd asked Chantelle to do a birthday party for her, but unfortunately she wasn't able to. But she hooked me up with an amazing company to do a pamper party for her 6th birthday. So we're going to try and connect again. Hey, Chibi boy. Hiya, is that better?
Oh, sorry, my internet's just not doing justice right about now.
Okay, no worries. So I've introduced myself. So if you want to tell us a bit about you, what you do, what your businesses are, and why you're a mompreneur.
Okay, so I'm Chantelle. I'm a mother of 2, a boy that's 9 and a girl that's 1. No, that's a lie. She's actually 2. She's actually 2. And I run 2 businesses. One's called Trade Dolls, which is a self-care business for young children, and the other is called Bold Bells, which is a clothing line to inspire young children to stand true in who they are. And that stemmed for me as a young girl being so flamboyant and out there, and had to kind of reel that in because I was too extra. So I wanted children to just turn up as themselves unapologetically and just be like, this is me, okay? This is me. And that's all stemmed from me going through domestic abuse, and I wanted to escape. And so I put my all into my businesses, which seem to be flourishing. So I guess I'm doing something there. So yeah.
Amazing. And I've seen your Bold Bell pictures, and I know I've contacted you like, you need to get Mara and Amelia involved. Like the pictures look amazing. They're like all little mini queens. Like your clothing line is amazing. What it inspired you for both? I know you touched a little bit on it, but what inspired you to start both? How long have you been running both companies for as well? And what made you get started?
Okay, so with Bold Bells, it was originally called Le Travian Boutique after my son. And as I touched on, when I went through domestic abuse, I literally lost a lot of myself. And I just wanted to like stop feeling that hurt. And I didn't know how to do that, but I knew I loved fashion and I knew I didn't want to do adults clothing. So I really dig deep, and it went back to when like I was a child and I was wearing these skimpy clothes, you know, for attention because that's what makes boys like you. And it all clicked to me that I don't want little girls to feel like to be beautiful, they have to put on what they shouldn't be putting on at such an age. So I created that brand out of hurt and out of my childhood experiences. And I started Bold Bells, I think 3.5 years ago, but I stopped for like 2 years after that because I really needed to understand what having a business was. At that time, I didn't. It was just built off go, 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 and I didn't expect it to take off as it did. So I was like, whoa, okay, now that I know that there is a need and I can actually do this. I found back my confidence after coming out of something so toxic. And I was like, you know what, take that year out, really rebrand yourself, understand what running a business is, because it's more than just selling things. There's so much like components to having a successful business. So I went and I educated myself, and truly in a business, you're always learning. There is no such thing as, you know, you're always educating once. You literally just keep learning. And that for me is what started that. And then for Trade Dolls, I wanted a second thing to my brand, to Bold Bells. And I was like, you know what, there was this thing going on where I was looking at, there was a need for like self-care for children. So I created the pamper parties, but I wanted to get under the root of it's just painting nails, because I think that's when people see that that's all they see. But just like us adults, when we look good, we feel good, right? And it's like instilling that in it's instilling that in young girls, and just saying, I say young girls, young boys as well, because not much boys understand that they need to take care of themselves as well. So I wanted to do that and bring more, take the taboo of it of, oh, they're just looking like young women from early, which it isn't. It's really saying take care of your mental health, because life's going to tell you you need to do it.
I think with the Trade Dolls, you have kept it very like child friendly still, but at the same time they can, hey, I'm getting pampered, like similar to what mummy's getting, but it's not like, okay, we're pushing them to be grown up, because the pamper party as well. And I so appreciate the fact that you wasn't able to do Amelia's party in February, and as we do, Queens Uplifting Queens, you referred me straight away to someone else. And
of course.
Again?
Pardon?
What was the company called again?
Little Diamond Pampering.
Yeah, and it was absolutely amazing. Like Amelia loved it. She had about 7 of her closest friends. They had their nails done, their feet done. They played games, but it was just so nice. And it was like, there wasn't any point where I thought, oh my gosh, this is a bit too grown up for my 6-year-old. It was just all about feeling like a princess, feeling like a queen, being pampered, being looked after, having what mummy does get done, because Amelia's very like girly and she loves all that sort of stuff. And I think it's so important what you do. And I know before like lockdown and everything, we was talking about bringing something like that for my Us Girls and Us Boys, which is my empowerment project, because teenage girls, I feel, as you said, sometimes they feel like they have to dress up and act older than they are.
Girl.
Like in year 7 at school. And it's like, you don't need all of that. Just be you. It's all right to have self-care and well-being and feel good, but try and like still keep it to your age.
Be a child, yeah.
So it's really vivid. And I think, well, with the Bold Bells, absolutely love it, like I said, but it's so important that you took a step back and thought about from the business side, because the last 6 months I've been on the self-made business like mentoring course with Bianca and Byron Miller,
And
Okay.
it's just like 16 years I've been doing Love to Dance, and I've got business tips from them that I'm thinking, why haven't I done that? And oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like you said, you're always learning in business. So it's really important that you did that, and now you can move forward and you've got a clearer vision of what you want from your business, and you're still going and growing through lockdown. So I wanted to ask you, how did you keep going, and how did you like adapt everything to keep going through lockdown and through all the changes that we've had this year?
I think that's when it comes to knowing your market, and it's being able to grow with change and be innovative with your brand. So obviously I say it's children clothing, that's sometimes very like outgoing and stuff, but I know that the market don't necessarily need that right now because they don't have much places to go. So it's, first of all, you have to look at your pricing. People don't really have that much extra to be spending. But to be honest, listen, those £500 PS5 was sold out. So listen, they do have money. so let's just okay.
Like Herbalife nutrition as well, and people are always a bit like, when it comes to your diet and your health, people always second guess how expensive or how much a product costs. And at the end of the day, your health is priceless. But then you haven't got like an extra £30 a month to kind of put towards your well-being and your nutrition. But £595.
Here we go.
It's so true. So people
that's my
like,
thing. It's
they always have like ready. They always have excuses if they're not ready, and it's just that they're not ready. That's all it is. It's nothing to do with you personally as a brand. You could reach out to someone. I have people that come in contact with me now who's watched me over my 3-year journey with Herbalife Nutrition. They watched me from day one, and now they're like, right, now I'm ready to start. So as well, just don't ever write off anyone who like you may have contacted and they're like, okay, end of month, and then 3 years later they still haven't supported or bought anything. When they're ready, everyone has their own time when they're ready to do things as well. So that's important to realize as well as a business owner, because I used to always think, oh my gosh, how comes like this person's not supporting me, and they're meant to be my close friend. Why aren't they sending? Why isn't all of my friends sending their kids to Love to Dance?
Yeah, I think that's the thing as well, where I think we rely on our friends, but to be honest, they're not really our target audience when we really think about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's just like, if you set up your business to run off friends or stuff like that, it ain't gonna go nowhere. So you know, that our friends support in like different ways. Don't necessarily be buying our products or things like that. They have different ways to support, and as I said, it's just not our target audience. So we have to branch out and find different means of getting your audience, and that's literally doing the research, knowing what they're like, where your audience are most likely to be, and things that they interact with, and that's how you can build that customer base as well.
Definitely. And I think as mompreneurs as well, we have to not only adapt our businesses, because as you know, like during this whole 2 lockdowns that we've had, so I've had to adapt 2 of my businesses online. I've had a baby, my business, and it's like, just keep going. I think as mums, we just have to keep going, and it's like, it doesn't stop as a mum, but as a businesswoman and mompreneur as well, like we have to just adapt with the times. And
yeah, I think that's where goal setting comes in though.
Yeah.
Like you literally have to have a defined goal setting, and even the minuscule details, you need to understand. If you want to make £100 a week, then you have to say, what are those little things you're going to have to, what's X and Y to get to that? It's not just writing down, oh, I want to make £100. It's literally every minuscule details of how, what product you need to sell, or what service, and how much you're going to market those things for. So it's all about those little details of getting your business there. It's all about literally the discipline, the consistency, and you can see that change in your business.
Yeah, 100%. I always say, like, have the vision, have the dream, and then set in small goals. So you have, like, what I like to do is write down my daily goals, so my daily actions, my weekly actions, and my monthly actions, and then have, like, my set goal for what do I want to achieve, even, like, by the end of the day, by the end of the week. month and then by the end of the year. And what I like to do, because we're coming up to the end of the year now, I always create another vision board at the end of every year. And I also create a letter. So on New Year's Eve, I write myself a letter, which is, hi, Danielle, it's 2021 now. I'm so proud of you for achieving this. So it's like a letter to my future self. And then end of 2021, so like the end of this year, I'm going to read my letter that I wrote in 2019 on New Year's Eve. And some of the things, you'll be surprised what you wrote down that you have actually achieved, but you're not allowed to look at it for the whole year. So you just kind of write it to yourself. So you could be like, I'm so happy that Bold Bells is now in 20 different countries. And you set that dream like as big as you want, and you just write it down. And even if by the end of that year, you've not met all the goals, like in 5 years' time, you might find the letter, read it and be like, oh my gosh, like that's a goal that I set out in 2020. So I find it just really powerful, and it's something that I help young people to do as well. Write letters to their future self and also write letters to their past self. So I did, I know you was talking about being in a domestically abusive relationship, and I've been in something similar as well and come out of it, and emotionally abusive and everything. And even down to confidence building, which is what I like to teach people, and writing letters to yourself, even about your body. So I done a workshop once, and it was about loving your body.
Yeah.
The sort of letter that it was to say, dear body, thank you for carrying 3 beautiful children. I love my scars. I love my stretch marks. I love this. I love that you keep me going through the day, and just like a letter to appreciate everything your body does. So just writing things to yourself can be so powerful. That's why I really love that you do like the goal setting and just like that. And I think just for us to keep on top of our schedule as well, sometimes we need the goal setting.
Of course, yeah.
As my goal is literally, might be on a Sunday just to get the kids' hair washed before I come on radio. That like a goal as small as that, like just get that done. Got it done. So yeah, what kind of some of the smaller everyday goals or weekly goals that you try to set yourself? What are some of like the smaller ones?
Don't kill my kids. No.
I had someone say, I'm sorry if I can't just go, I'll be killing my kids. Like,
just don't. But no, like some of the smaller goals I still have set for myself is getting through the day to day of literally managing housework and business and not overdoing it, because then you go into this burnout and you feel like you are lacking, and then you're trying to build back up. So it's literally time management for me, and that's like always been one of my like smaller goals, like time management, because without time management you can literally go into overdrive, and that's when everything just seems to be going left, because you're not in control of your day without time management, and then it takes over and now you're just stand still feeling like you've been unproductive. So that's literally for me every day is my time management, and I'm still learning to get it to the T, because it's a hassle with these kids, but I'm getting there.
100% agree. Like if you're not controlling the day's controlling you. So it's like I always start my day with my power hour, my personal development. That's like a daily thing for me. Because today I had on my story just before I came on here, like the kids were just at it today. Like my daughters were just bickering. It's like, Mummy, Amelia done this, Mummy, my done all day. And I was like, I need to raise back up my energy and my vibration so that I can then like settle them back down. So for us, I find like as a family, when things are a bit up in the air, it's like music, affirmations, things like that will kind of bring the energy back to like a good space. But today, like we all have the days where it's like the kids are just fighting all day long, you're trying to get stuff done. So it's important just to set goals, like you said, just to kind of look at things like that you can get done, and not to be too hard on yourself when you don't get things completed. Like at the end of each day, go to bed feeling grateful for what you've achieved, or go to bed thinking about everything that you've done throughout that day. Don't go to bed thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't get this done, I didn't get that done, I've got to do this tomorrow now. And thinking like of all the things you have to do. Go to bed thinking like, well done, like you've actually achieved this, and focus on what you have done rather than what because we can be hard on ourselves sometimes. We can really be like tough on ourselves. So that is so important. You can hear little man in the background here. So let me see. I had a few questions sent in. Okay, how do you juggle being a mum and running two businesses?
You know, I have to be thankful that I have a good support system. Like for me, I don't know how I would do it without the people beside me, because it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. And on days where those people that help can't, because obviously they have to work and such, and I have to be juggling everything. It's, as I said, literally down again to time management. And sometimes I lose it, because it's just like you're going from like place to place. But what I now do is I know what works for me. So I stay up most nights until about 1, because those are like the quiet hours. I get what needs to be done for the business. I schedule my post. And then during the day now, while my 2-year-old at home, I have time for her. And then obviously my son, he gets ready for school. He's at school most of the day. So the daytime now is just for my daughter, where we play, we engage. And then say 7:30, they go back to bed. It's time for me to plan my business again. So it's like a continuous routine for me. And that's how I've managed to like build it. Like I know once they go to bed till 1 o'clock, it's time to schedule my work for business. And then the daytime is literally for my daughter and for the family when they go back. It's like a continuous cycle. So weekends, don't call me about work, because I'm enjoying my life. And that's how, that's it.
It's so important. It is important to have that. And I always say that it's not like, for me, it's not even like a balancing. It's like juggling just everything, because every day is like changing. And especially with like even his kind of schedule's changed now through the night, because he's now teething. So it's like the one sort of thing, like, okay, I know he'll get up at 1 in the morning. Now he's getting up at like 4 in the morning. It's like just it's so for me, it's like weekly changes. I know that on the weekends, as you said, like it's family time. So Sundays are usually just chilled out, because I know I've got radio. Kids either come with me or they spend time with their grandma. And like you said, that support system, like I have my sisters, they can help out. If I'm really struggling, I can be like, right, can the kids just come to you, and I'll just go and have some time, and then me and Miss TSA would chill out after the radio station. It's so important. And sometimes school run, I'll just go and like they've got like a little river near their school. I have 10 minutes to myself. I'm just like, I don't know what is going on. Mama! I don't know what's going on. Do you know what? Anyone that watches back my Mumpreneur shows, the very first one, when Jakai's like a couple of weeks old, he's just like so quiet. Now he's just screaming in the background. Crazy. That time for yourself, like even if you need 10 minutes, like sitting in the car, or we all know we can't even get like bath time sometimes as parents by ourselves. Like I have bath, and I've got like the girls like coming in, mummy, I need this, or mummy that. So for me, that time is important, like self-care.
It's necessary,
So let me check my other questions. See if anyone, guys, if anyone's watching and you have questions, just send it in as well. So we've got I've got a question in terms of like what is next. So what's gonna come for Trade Dolls next? Like what are you looking at doing next with both Trade Dolls and Bold Bells? Like what is to come? What can we expect? And if you type in the comments as well where people can follow you.
Oh yeah, I'll do that later. See, I don't want to put too much out there, because there's so much like going on, but I'm one of those people, I don't want to put it out there and then it doesn't come to fruition. But there's quite a few, especially for,
it will happen.
It better.
If you don't put it out to us, on the show, at least like write it down for yourself.
Of course, definitely. It's on the vision board. It's like I have a plan for next year, and like a whole 5-year plan for the businesses, but I'd rather just keep that in for now and just let them unfold so they can follow me. And there's quite a bit in the works. It's just getting the little finer details and making sure documents are signed and everything is sealed before like I put it out there.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely be waiting, and I can't wait to share some of the exciting stuff ahead.
Oh, that's great. So what do you do for your self-care? What does Chantelle's self-care look like? Things that you do just for you, not for the family, just for you. What does that look like?
Definitely working out, because I find like when I work out, I just go into my own zone. But these days, because of quarantine, my kids have to be there, and I'm just looking at them like, oh, it's just it's just not the same. I want to go to the gym and just ignore everybody and just work out. So definitely that. And I do, as you know, I'm the life of the party. I like dancing. I like anything to do with that Caribbean side of me. So I just look at dancing, working out, and just writing. I love writing. Love expressing myself through writing. So those are the three things I'd say I do for me that really make me feel like me.
Set your soul on fire. As I always say, try and do something like once a week that sets your soul on fire. Or try and do something once a week that just makes you feel good. Or
Yeah.
I really liked what you said about when you was little and you just remembered, you kind of related the Bold Bells to when you was a child yourself. And that's usually like when we kind of start imagining and creating and visualizing and going back to your childhood, you'll always find joy in what you used to do, and you'll always find, like, if you think back to what you wanted to do, most of the people that are doing what they love now, it relates back to their childhood and what they used to love as a child.
Of course, yeah.
Even as a child, like, I would teach dances to my family, like I'd have my cousins and make up dance routines and stuff. I'd always like helping other people. My mum and nan were always like foster carers, so I was always around young people anyway, and helping young people, and just always like wanting to make people feel better about themselves. So it's so true what you said, and it's important that we as well uplift our children in that way, because I have a lot of parents that I work with, and I always say empowered parents empower children.
Oh, I definitely agree, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really important as well, and I think it's really inspiring for them to see what us as their mums are doing and creating for ourselves, and it would encourage them when they're older to kind of just work for themselves, and instead of going out and looking for a boss, they know that, okay, mummy's done this, mummy's doing what she loves to do, so I can do that too.
Yeah.
That's important for them to see. Are you frozen? Are you still there?
No, I think you're like delayed on my end.
Yeah, so I just say it's really inspiring that they can see you do that.
Oh yeah, because that's what happened with my son. Because he's now, what was my son, 9? But I remembered we were walking to school, and he said he wanted to start the business, and I asked him why, and he said because of me. And I didn't really take much from it, because, you know, kids, they love to say things, until he repeatedly started saying it. So I encouraged him, and he actually started his own juice business called Trey Juice. And it was just kind of so amazing. Like, this little boy is watching his mom, and he wanted to do something because he saw me doing it. Yeah. And it was quite good, because he was featured in the newspaper and things like that for it. And I was like, it's me, like, your mama, like, why made you do that? Like, it was amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
No, he is amazing. He was at my, wasn't he, in 2019?
Yeah.
School at the last empowerment event that I've done. Like, really, really.
I was proud of him. Proud of him.
Yeah. Is he still doing it through lockdown and everything? Is he still?
No, please. We're too busy with this stuff. Figure your books out, and then we'll come back in the next year. Yeah.
New flavors. You can maybe like.
Oh yeah, he has definitely been working on those. So he's coming back. I just can't be talking too much. But he's working.
No, I think it's really amazing, like what you're doing. I think all of the mumpreneurs I've had on this show, just like the resilience, the ability to adapt, take their business to another level. Even some people have started their business during these times. So I know there's been a lot of like bad for people during this time, a lot of challenges, but for the majority of the women that I'm speaking to, and the boss mums and the mumpreneurs, it's been a growth season. Like, this whole year has been a season of growing and getting through the challenges and just coming out the other side bigger and better than before. So I think that's a blessing in itself.
I agree, because in the first lockdown, I was so amazed when I literally sold out of most of my items. I'm like, whoa, it's just literally, as you said, it takes being resilient and finding ways to adapt with the changes around you, because if your business is not able to adapt, you're literally always going to be at a standstill and you're not going to be able to grow. So that's just the key, learning your audience, learning what they want and how to really cater to them, and making sure you build that relationship with your customers, because more than just selling, I said, it's a form of another relationship. You need to learn how to, as I say, customer service, talk to your people. It's not just about coming and posting and going, it's about engagement. Like, that's why social media is for. It's for engagement. It's not just for coming to selling, even though that's what Insta is turning into. But they still want to feel that connection with you more than just this brand. People are like, we're emotional creatures. So we want to connect. We want to know more about the person behind the brand or something. They just want something to really believe in. So you need to connect with your audience for them to keep exchanging. It's like conversions, different conversions. So that's what it takes.
It's like the distributor's difference as well. So it's like you're offering more than just like your service or just for them to buy off you. Like, distributors difference. It's like, I know as well, with yourself, I am a regular customer for your amazing hampers that you have. And I think it's been like 3 years in a row now, hasn't it?
In a row, yeah.
Ordering hampers for my girls and for my goddaughters, and they're just incredible. Like, you're someone that I'll just keep coming back to, as well as like your creative and your amazing products, like just for you being you as well. So I really appreciate that. And that is part of the distributor's difference that you offer. And it's like,
thank you.
Like, and that's what keeps people with you as well, because I know, okay, someone else might be creating hampers, but I'm always going to go back to Chantelle, because Chantelle, like, you make me feel good. Like, the kids love what they get in their hampers. Like, it's just, so I will be putting in my order as well through December. This is the time that I'm like, Chantelle,
literally.
Yeah, so she also does that, guys. She hasn't even told you everything that she does. So she does like,
I lose track sometimes of what I do, honestly.
Definitely write in the box where to follow you guys. And for those of you watching now on my live, I've gone back onto my live. Go onto Cake Radio Live. I'm speaking to Ms Chantelle. I will save the video after. We're about to do like some affirmations and speak about self-love and self-care and everything. So make sure you follow Cake Radio and make sure you follow Ms Chantelle. I've put all her handles in the post as well. So affirmations. Do you do affirmations or do you do gratitude lists? What
you know what, I think I'd say I do affirmations mostly for my children to like build them up before they go out. But for myself, to be honest, I don't really, but I need to incorporate that. I think I need to stop saying it's because I'm busy, but I don't really do much. It will just, to build up the kids, I will let them say things to really build up their self-esteem and like their character before they go out, and just be mindful of as they go out. But yeah, I don't really necessarily do them, to be honest.
Definitely do it with them, and I always recommend starting with just a really simple one. Looking in the mirror every day and just saying, I am good enough. That's what I always recommend for like adults and parents, that I am good enough. And just keep looking in the mirror and saying it to yourself. And then like after 2 weeks, you'll feel different. Like at first you feel a bit silly looking in the mirror saying, I am good enough, I am beautiful. But now, even for me, it's like second nature, and it's like my first go-to. If I'm feeling a bit low, I will just do my affirmations. Every morning before I even get out of bed, I'll do like my gratitude list in my head. Say thank you, say my prayers, do my affirmations, visualize. So it becomes a habit, and it's a positive habit to have as well, to know how to uplift.
Yeah.
So is there anything you want to add in before we do our affirmations and finish?
Not really.
Huh?
No. I know.
Guys, make sure you are following this incredible woman. You're gonna do the affirmations with me. Stand up there.
On this screen.
Yeah, we're gonna have these out. So you gotta repeat after me, Chantelle, and anyone else watching or listening in on the radio. So this is your chance now to say your affirmations.
I am powerful.
Okay, I'm ready.
Powerful.
So 1, 2, 3. I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am loved.
I am loved. I am.
I am good enough.
I am good enough. Yes.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am confident.
I am confident.
Definitely. I'm confident.
I am amazing.
I am amazing.
I am unique.
I am unique.
I am special.
I
am special.
And I am a queen.
And I am a queen.
For any men watching. So there you go. Do you know what? When I come to get my hampers from you, I'm going to bring your very own affirmation card. Yeah, or
Please do.
So I will have given you one already.
No, you haven't.
Right. So there you go. When I order my hampers, I will give you an affirmation card for you to keep. Thank you, Mimi. But thank you so much for joining me. Let's all see. Thank you so much for joining me. And we will speak soon, as I said. Like, I'm going to contact you. Put your details
we'll speak offline.
All right?
Yeah. All right, my lovely. Take care.
You too. Have a good Sunday.
You too, lovely. Bye.